Well, moving on to other news now, the Financial Action Task Force, or the FATF, continues to be hot on Pakistan's trail. The global anti-terror watchdog has intensified the call for a more meaningful crackdown on terror groups in Pakistan. The FATF had cornered Pakistan on 27 points, but they could satisfy the global watchdog in only 5 of those parameters. Following this, the FATF has warned that Pakistan would be blacklisted if it failed to comply with the remaining 22 points. And so, on December 6, Islamabad dispatched a report with its clarifications on the remaining FATF queries. But in response, the FATF has doubled down on Pakistan and issued a fresh set of questions, 150 to be exact. The queries revolve around madrassas in Pakistan. A large number of them continue to be operated by the so-called charity wings of known terror organizations like the Jamaat-e-Dawa, led by the 2611 mastermind Hafiz Saeed. Reports from Pakistan indicate that the JDU operates close to 300 madrassas in the country, but the crackdown has been half-hearted from the government. Just about 56 of them in the Sindh province have been taken over by the authorities. The FATF has also asked the Pakistani government to provide to them copies of the FIRs filed against terror suspects. The FATF wants to see the progress made by Pakistan. Now let's sample the case against Hafiz Saeed to see how well Islamabad has responded. A first attempt at indicting him was a failure because his co-conspirators could not be produced. And then on December 11, charges were ultimately framed, but what has followed is a stop-start trial marred by a lawyer's strike. Even today, the case was adjourned despite witnesses being produced because the Defence Counsel abstained from showing up for the strike. Now, how Pakistan deals with these queries will influence the discourse at the next FATF plenary in Beijing from January 21st to 24th. Pakistan will get an opportunity to defend itself at this plenary. Here's what is likely to happen. Though the February deadline set for compliance with the 22 points has been deemed rather impossible, can Pakistan possibly get a breather until June 2020? It seems they could. And Anas Malik is now joining us live for the latest on this. Well, Anas, 150 questions to satisfy the FATF that Pakistan is doing enough. What are the likely scenarios for Pakistan and, well, meeting its deadlines?
Absolutely, Bharvi. The FATF, or the Financial Action Task Force, has sent a 150 questionnaire-based questionnaire that has 150 questions to the Pakistani administration. Now, that was received on Friday in Islamabad by the Paris-based body. That was sent by the Paris-based body, and it mostly has questions, at least 70 questions pertain to the addressing with regards to the steps taken by Pakistan on addressing terror financing and curbing the menace of terror financing. Now, it has also asked in detail what the exact mechanism that Pakistan has done with regards to those roughly 300 seminaries that had been operating by the Jamaat-e-Dawa, or the JUD, and the FIF as well, that Pakistan claims to have taken over. Additionally, it has also asked that what are those achievements on those milestones that had Pakistan committed with the joint working group of the FATF that looks after Pakistan's progress. Now, Pakistani authorities are very hopeful that they would somehow be averting the blacklist in February in the FATF plenary. And this questionnaire that has been sent by the FATF, they want the answers at max by the 8th of January. Pakistan is currently compiling a report. They've already huddled up. The relevant ministries and the relevant authorities have already huddled up as well, and they would be sending a detailed reply. Remember, Pakistan had sent a 300-pager report earlier this month. On the 3rd of December, it had submitted a 300-pager plus report to the joint working group of the FATF, and this questionnaire is in response to that report. Now, the FATF will be evaluating Pakistan's progress by the joint working group in Beijing on the 21st and 22nd of January. That would be next month, and based on that assessment, Pakistan's fate would be decided by the FATF in February in its plenary meeting that takes place in Paris. Yes, Bharvi.
All right, Anas, thanks very much indeed for joining us with the latest. There's 150 questions is what the FATF has asked Pakistan, and of course the next plenary session will decide what happens next.